So you want to maybe connect a little connector or something back onto a motherboard, and it just breaks, busts completely off. Now, all you guys, two pieces. So that's junk now. All you got now is just what? Two really tiny connections. Now, how do you deal with this? Well, I want to show you. Well, the way I do it anyway. What you need to get is some wire, whatever you want, or the wiring to your connector, but you don't want to really hardwire it per se, because you might need to take this motherboard out later, and you don't want to have to deal with, not being able to take it out. So let's get you a little bit of length of wire. This is probably a little bit too thick. What I like using is some ribbon cable from an old computer, an IDE cable. I'm just going to cut this down. Actually, I've already got a little piece here that I want to use. I only need two, so I want to strip off as much as I need here. Probably about that much. I just screwed that up a little bit. Try it again. Actually, just take it, go down the middle with it. It'll start it for you. Just like that. And then strip it down, just, a little bit. It don't have to be much, especially for the board. Do one at a time, I guess. About a 1/4 inch, maybe. Alright, now we gotta get this board prepped here. We need to take out those little studs that are sticking up. So I'm going to try to use my solder sucker here. Well, that ain't working too well. And they wanting to melt. And whenever you have some solder that doesn't want to melt, it's usually probably lead-free solder. So go ahead and just take a whole bunch of leaded solder and just fill it up. There we go. There's one. There's two. Both. Well, that one's not gone. Almost. There we are. All done. Now when we get done soldering these together, we'll take a knife and kind of go in between these and clean them up with solder so they don't short circuit. But yeah. Going to need to take a little bit more off that right side. So that we got a hole. There we go. Now I got two holes there. Now I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. We could take our meter and actually see if those connections are bridged since they're so small. You notice when I do that, it makes a beep. We put our connections on each one of those holes. Yep, they don't beep. Not at all. So they're not being bridged at all. So we're good there. Now we just need to solder in some new wires. Might be a little difficult since the holes are so small. There we go. See what I did there? The wires over to the left a little bit, away from that other one. We'll just go ahead and solder that together. There we go. We're good on that one. Now, where'd our other piece of wire go? There it is. There's a short end. Pretty much the same. We'll go with this one. There we are. And that one's still a little bit to the right. we're going to go ahead and solder that one in. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to check it with my multimeter just to make sure there's no continuity, you know, bridging the connections, because they're just, you know, so close. So nope, nothing. Nope, absolutely nothing. Good, that's what we wanted. We'll take these two wires here. Nope. Nothing. Now if I touch them together, so we're good there. So they're not touching nothing important. Not that I can see anyway. It may look a little crappy looking, but I'm not looking for a work of art here. Take a little bit of hot glue. I always like hot glue, I don't know why. It just works for everything. Just go over your connections. So they don't come off. And there you go. That's how you repair really small connections here.